Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So, last episode we decided we're going to go talk to Zemo. I'm pretty sure he's not going. Well, they wouldn't just bring him in just for him to like make an appearance or be there to converse with, to there to consult about where to go next. So he might escape. Or they will just have him there to give us information. I don't know. I doubt that. But we did see more of the Flag Smashers and found out that there are quite a bit more super soldiers. There were actually more super soldiers in the past than we thought. There was a black one named Isaiah, who was played by Carl Lumbly, and I hope we see him again. I wonder if we had more than just Isaiah. I mean, I would assume if they were able to figure out how to make another super soldier, that they would make more than just one. So I'm assuming they have more than one. I don't know. Maybe they just had enough left to make another one. We might have an antagonistic John Walker. Hopefully he doesn't go bad, but he is dealing with a lot of stress and pressure, so give him a tiny bit of leeway with his attitude. Depends how far he pushes it. The group, I forgot what they were called, but basically some group that assumedly these Flag Smashers stole, I'm going to assume, the super soldier serum from. They came after them, and they got away. One guy sacrificing themselves. Apparently they're obviously going to keep coming after them, so I don't know how much of a... We got a lot of players here. This is what I'm trying to say.
Says he doesn't know.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. We know she came through here. Now where'd she go?
Don't.
Do you know who I am?
Because you're an Avenger. You know how he feels about that.
Look, it's not like you two are known for frolicking in the sun together.
Hey,
He was obsessed
you weren't there
with
the whole
ain'y.
time.
Something is still in there. At least you were not conscious for most of your imprisonment.
That time wasn't exactly a picnic.
Sam, we don't know how they're getting the serum. We don't even know how many of them there are. Look, let me just walk you through a hypothetical. Can I walk you through a hypothetical?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What's the book you're reading?
Now, in this lockup, it's 9 to 1. Prisoner 2 bars. And if 2 prisoners start fighting, then the protocol says 4 guards have to respond.
So why would 2 prisoners randomly start fighting at that moment?
Who knows? There could be many reasons. But the point is, these things escalate.
Someone could use the chaos to their advantage.
You know, when I said he'd escape, I didn't think it'd be the first 5 minutes.
Whoa. Whoa. Hey,
Well,
what are you doing here?
I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't let this happen, okay?
What did you do?
We need him, Sam.
You're going back to prison.
If I may,
No!
I was just fascinated by this. I don't know what to call it, but this part seems to be important. Who is Nakajima?
You touch that again, I'll kill you.
What'd you think?
I like 40s music, so
You didn't like it?
I liked it.
It is a masterpiece, James. Complete, comprehensive. It captures the African American
it.
experience.
He's out of line, but he's right. It's great. Everybody loves Marvin Gaye.
I like Marvin Gaye.
Steve adored Marvin Gaye.
You must have really looked up to Steve. It's kept its lawless ways, but we cannot exactly walk in as ourselves. James, you will have to become someone you claim is gone.
Oh no.
Wasn't expecting you, smiling tiger.
His plans changed. We have business to do with Selby.
The usual?
Oh man.
I love these.
Spiro Fatako. Didn't take much for him to fall back into form.
Shut up, Zemo. God dang it.
And before you get all cute, don't think you can find Naga without me.
Oh, Sarah. Bad time.
Answer it. On speaker.
Cass, what I tell you about the Cheerios? I don't have time for this.
Sam, I'm sorry. Let me call you back.
Sam.
Oh,
Who's
fuck.
Sam? Kill them.
Bucky. Oh, whoa.
This is not good.
Crap. Oh, god dang it, where'd Zemo go?
Seem to have a guardian angel.
Well, this is too perfect.
Wait, I was gonna say!
Drop it, Zemo.
Yeah!
Sharon?
Unlike you, I didn't have the Avengers to back me up, so I'm off the grid in Magic War.
Hey, don't blow that smoke at me. I was on a run too.
Is big difference.
Just
I don't speak to my family anymore. I can't. My own father doesn't know where I am.
Listen, Sharon, we need your help. Please,
By the way, how is the new Cap?
don't get me started.
Please, you buy into all that stars and stripes bullshit. Before you were his pet psychopath, you were Mr. America, Cap's best friend.
Uh-oh. She's kind of awful now.
Carly Morgenthau and at least 7 others have taken the serum.
You guys really should steer clear of all of this. Well, I sell to some pretty connected people. Lay low, blend in, enjoy the party. Try to stay out of trouble. I'll see what I can find.
That's not gonna happen.
Trouble.
Hey, guys.
Dr. Nagel,
Who are you? What do you want?
we know you created the super soldier serum.
Get out of my lab.
Hey. You know who he is, right?
Oh, Sharon on the. That makes sense. Oh! Wow, okay. Oh. You suck. Hi, you suck.
Okay.
Ow! He be deaf.
I was a god. I did what no other scientist since Erskine was able to do, but mine was going to be different. No clunky machines or jacked up bodies. Mine was going to be subtle, optimized.
Guys, eat it up. Bro. Oh my gosh, this is scary.
Guys, we're seriously out of time here.
No!
What did you do?
preventing him from making more. I get what he was doing, but we needed him. I would destroy the lab, though. Well, I mean, make sure that all the chemicals... Dang it! Somebody go after him! Alright, never mind. That works, too.
I thought we were gonna go left!
You went the wrong way!
I cleared the way!
I came out first! You're supposed to follow me!
And where are we now?
That's not the time!
You
This
know!
is a barricade!
It's in every action movie!
Guys, now's the... Is he helping? Throw it, spear! Oh! Dang it!
You're not gonna move your seat up, are you?
Nope. I love how petty they both can be.
Actually, a couple of them. I'll tell you in the car. Let's go.
Naga was killed in Mandrapore. We've got the last of the serum. The power broker is about to come begging.
Did Carter talk to the Flag Smashers?
We've got all we need here.
Maybe I shouldn't have put it in a museum. Maybe I should have destroyed it.
Look, that shield represents a lot of things to a lot of people, including me. The world is upside down. We need a new cap, and it ain't gonna be Walker. So before you go and destroy it, I'm gonna take it from him myself.
Put your seatbelt on. Now.
There were still people in there.
This is the only language these people understand.
Of course not. Why would you? We are here.
I'm gonna go on a walk.
You good?
Yeah. See you guys in a bit.
That's a Wakandan beat. Is Shorty here?
I was wondering when you were gonna show up.
Oh. Okay, so not Shorty, but somebody from Wakanda. Don't end there. I said. Okay. Next episode. Okay. Honestly, I don't think I expected Wakanda to come into this. Huh. So they sent one of their warriors to come after Zemo. I guess news traveled fast. About Zemo escaping. I wonder if was that publicized? Or I wouldn't be surprised if they just found out they had intel somehow within the prison. But I would assume that would not go public right away. I mean, they don't really like having that publicized. But yeah, I mean, it makes I understand. I get why they freaking want him. They want justice for T'Chaka. I mean, it's unfortunate that was killing T'Chaka was like literally just a bait. Well, not bait necessarily. It was literally just to set up Bucky so that I don't know if it's specifically for T'Challa to come after Bucky, but to spark a whole hunt for him, and then for that thing, just for things. But it was all to lead Tony, or at the very least, those that had attachments to the accident or the murder of Tony's parents. It was also to kind of destroy the Avengers, but that sucks. It was nothing personal against T'Chaka. It was just like, you're a piece I need to get this whole thing started. Oh boy. And I hate to say it, I like Zemo right now. he just seems like such a fun character, and he's kind of charismatic. And he didn't just up and leave. You know, he actually helped them get out of that whole situation. And I get why he killed the guy. I mean, this dude's the doctor. What was his name? Doctor. I have it written down somewhere. It's like Dresnick. No, Dresnick's the awesome butler guy, right? Resnick. Sorry, he's the best. Nedred Mabel, I think is what his name was. He wasn't a good guy, you know. He had what originally he was working for Hydra. I think they mentioned before they went down. And then they had him. The CIA had him recreate super soldier serum from Isaiah, basically. And he made 20 vials. They've only mentioned 8 super soldiers that they have. I don't know if they've taken. She said that they have the rest of the serum, so I guess they didn't use the rest of it. Ooh. But I mean, kind of a smart idea, considering these power broker people were funding this guy to make it for them. And he's the only one that knows how to make it. God, what a freaking arrogant prick. There's no love lost for this guy. I'm gonna be honest. Kind of deserved it. Especially the way he talked about Isaiah is just like a specimen. But yeah, going back again to Zemo, he up and ran. I thought he was going to escape. But then he shows up, shoots the tank. They really mess up the group that's going after them. And apparently he knows how to fight decently. And fights those left standing from the explosion. Gets them a car. And doesn't drive away. He gets them a car for the getaway. I mean, I don't know. I'm also wondering if it's brought to his attention. I wonder if he will give himself up to Wakanda. Because he was. I mean, at the end of Civil War, he was going to try to kill himself anyway. He doesn't want to live without his family. So I'm wondering if it's just like, yeah, they'll kill me, and like being in prison, they won't. And if they capture me again, I'm going back to prison. And maybe he wants to make up for killing T'Chaka. I don't know. That might be a bit of a jump, but at the very least, he might give himself up. So they will, execute him maybe. This was a crazy. I mean, this show has been great so far. There's only 3 episodes, and I think there's only 3 episodes left, which is very sad. But a lot of budget going into a single episode. I'm wondering also if Sharon. You want to say Carter? I know it's like Sharon Carter, but every time I think of Peggy Carter, and that's the only reason. Anyway, so Sharon, I'm wondering if she called Carly, right? That's her name. The redhead with the flag smashers. She the leader? I think she's the leader. I'm wondering if she had called her, because I don't know how she would have known that the doctor was dead. That they have the last supply of the super soldier serums. I will say he had some base to be arrogant. He not only recreated the serum, but he made it so that you don't need the machines, even though it would probably be less of a bulky setup and be more refined. You don't need any factors to get the serum to work in your body. And now, granted, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a bad thing, but the whole juiced up body he mentioned. I mean, some people might like that. Hey, I get superpowers and I can look really good. I mean, I don't see a downside here. But he also, yeah, it is more subtle. Like, you see somebody one way, and then all of a sudden he's just jacked. Like, that's definitely gonna draw attention. So I mean, I was kind of, I didn't really question or like voice it anyway. Like in the back of my mind, I was I don't even think I even thought about it. But like, yeah, everybody here wasn't like big. Like, Carly wasn't big. None of the guys were big. Like, they all looked normal. I never really thought about it because yeah, Carl Lumley looked, oh my, he looked jacked. And I don't know if that was Carl Lumley or if they like, muscle suit him a little bit because he had long sleeves on. So I don't know if they, pretty sure he had long sleeves on. I'm wondering if they had kind of given him a muscle suit that looked like not too much, that looks like it would fit, like proportionate to him. Or Carl Lumley's just that jacked now. I don't know. I don't think so because he doesn't. I don't. Last time I saw him, he wasn't that big. But I mean, last time I saw him in a live action role was it 3 years ago already? It was about 3 years ago. So I mean, he could have, but I don't know. I don't think Carl Lumley is the one to really care about bulking up. But yeah, I just didn't think about it. So yeah, this guy made it to where it doesn't physically alter you. So I mean, like he was able to replicate the serum and make modifications to it without hindering the abilities it gives you. Still hate him. Still not upset he died. And I'm glad that everything, like, I was wondering, like, I mean, even though, everything was on fire, the chemicals were still there, maybe they could at least gather what was left, but luckily, tank exploded, and so everything's destroyed now, so not only is he dead, but everything he was working on is now completely gone, so that's good. But yeah, apparently Carly was mentioning. Oh, let me double check that's her name. Yeah, Carly. Oh yeah, she mentioned like they would be begging to them for more, or like for what they have left, considering they have the last remaining stock of the serum. There definitely seems to be mixed levels of willingness to how far they're willing to go. Where she blew up the building that still had people in there, and the guy, I don't think we had his name, really wasn't like he wasn't in on it, and he was surprised, and he was also put off by it. He's like, dude, there were still people in there, and like tied up and helpless, and he wasn't for it. So I feel that's obviously gonna have come into play somewhere. Like there's gonna be insurrection. I think that's the right word. There's gonna be conflict within the group. I don't know who all is like is of the same mind as Carly. I don't know if everybody else is, but him. I feel like that wouldn't be the case. Then maybe I'm wondering if that. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there's some like some more like his thought process, or if it's mainly like people mainly same thought process as Carly. I don't know why I had such a hard time saying that. I don't know. That's always gonna come into play sometime. I mean, again, we only have 3 episodes, so it's either next episode or the one following. I don't know if it would be a finale thing, or it might lead up to a finale thing, or maybe it would be a deciding factor of the finale. So I guess it could be an ending of those episodes, but there's only 3 episodes left. The pacing of this is pretty great. Pretty great. I feel really bad for Sharon. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize she was still on the run. Because I know I knew she was on the run after stealing the shield and wings. But I guess I thought that was all fixed after, the blip and everything. I don't know why. I just never really thought about it, I guess. So she's been on the run for 7 years, essentially. I mean, you can't blame her for her attitude and her, kind of bitterness she has right now towards the whole hero thing. I felt that was a bit much the way she talked to Bucky, but I can't really blame her. She's had it very rough. Apart from the being rich part, but that can't comes at a bit of a price. I'm sure there's that kind of probably puts her in danger, and working with possibly dangerous people. And I hope we can help her out, and that she doesn't. I hope they don't make her bad. I hope they don't make her bad. I don't think they will. I don't know. I don't think they will. I don't know. I'm not sure who she was, who that lady was, who she was supposed to be. If that was just somebody she works with, with what she does now, or that was supposed to be something else entirely. I don't know. It's just the way they kind of went. That they showed that seems like we have problems. Well, 2 problems now. I'm not sure which that meant, or what she was talking about. So I don't know if I'm supposed to. If I just did pick it up. I mean, I say that a lot. I'm just letting everybody know. I have no idea. I am curious as to if going back to the ending real quick. If the lady left the Wakandan beads as a trail for Bucky. By the way, props for noticing that. He is observant. But I'm wondering if she left those, or if they're surveillance beads, because I know that those freaking beads can do a lot. So I'm wondering if those are more surveillance beads or something, or if it's literally to trail him to hey, bring him out to bring him to her, and he's like, hey, we want Zemo, give him now. They obviously haven't gone straight up to just take him, because they know where they are. I don't know how long they know where they were. They know where they are. They could easily take them. I'm assuming she's not there alone, so they could easily take. I don't know what easily, because Bucky's still he's still a really good fighter, and juiced up. And Sam's not a bad fighter either. But depending on how many they bring, I don't know. I have no idea if they'd be able to. They have the technology. I'm assuming they would be able to take Bucky down relatively easily. And he lived with them for a while. They probably know him well enough to know weaknesses or weak spots. So maybe it would be easy. So I'm just wondering, they just wanted a more subtle, diplomatic way to get Zemo. I'm assuming. So maybe it was a trail for Bucky. Speaking of which, Bucky is planning to take the shield from Walker. Which, speaking of who, I'm not against. I even before, I was never really against taking the shield back. And not that I'm, that I hate Walker, but you can definitely see he's kind of very quickly stumbling off the deep end. Maybe not so much the deep end, but he's desperate. He's got a lot of pressure and stress of the country, possibly the world, on his shoulders right now. And he doesn't want to mess up. He doesn't want to fail the mission. He's willing to do right now. To an extent, I don't know how far he's willing to go, but he's willing to go pretty far. Even going off the books, which someone like his friend didn't seem like there's something that they normally do. And then that beginning scene where that guy spit on him, and he kind of loses it and just yells at the guy, say, "Do you know who I am?" It's that. Walker's a good guy, from what we saw, he seems like a really good guy, And this is just a lot to be put on his shoulders, you know? He's just not... This role isn't something to just sneeze at. So I understand the amount of pressure, but like, oh man, he needs to just like take a step back, take a breather, you know, to reassess himself. Like this, he needs, if he wants to be, obviously not like Steve, like he's not trying to be Steve, but if he wants to be the kind of good person that Steve was, and to give people hope, he needs to see how he's doing things, how he's dealing, and how he's handling everything. You know, the fact that he shoves his title in someone's face isn't a good sign, especially with the amount of anger and almost entitlement that the title is giving him right now. I hope that his friend sees it, because again, his friend seemed like he had issues with going off books. So I'm hoping that Lamar, right, will say something soon and try to help his friend. I hope he doesn't die. I hope that Lamar doesn't die, because one, he's a cool guy from what I've seen, and he's John's friend, and that would probably set him off the deep end with everything already piling onto him. His friend dying. I don't even know, man. But yeah, I hope Lamar can help him out. Like, this is just not looking good for him, especially if something like that can go public. Like, if there were cameras and caught him losing his head like that, that wouldn't go well publicly. And then the government would get in this case, like, you can't be like this, you know, you're the face of America, blah, 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 blah. And that's going to put even more pressure on him and stress, so it's downward spiral. Man, that gun must have been like, I don't know. Was it Bucky? Whoever shot the gun, like, right near the doctor's ears. Like, bro's ear should have been ringing. Like, that should have hurt a lot more than it showed. He just seemed more scared than anything. It didn't seem like, it was shot right by his ear. Like, right by it. Like, that might have even caused ear bleed. An ear bleed. I don't know, maybe. I mean, that is a loud, like, even with, you know, the earmuffs, the earplugs in, that sucker's loud. And they're in a relatively enclosed area. You know, and the gun itself was like right next to his ear again. So that should. There's one issue I had with that, is that his reaction didn't seem proper. it didn't seem at all close to right. But if that's an issue I have with the writing, that's not a bad sign. You know, that's like the only thing that I kind of really have an issue with in terms of the writing and the That did bug me a little bit. I was like, yeah, that's not exactly how that goes. I did like I liked it, and I was also kind of upset with, you know, whenever, like, I liked the scene, but I hated the fact that he had somehow got, like, at least taken Bucky's journal is a little notebook, and kind of got to him about that. It almost seemed like he was pushing buttons, but then some of it, I don't know. He especially the part, I don't know if he's trying to, like, what he's trying to do exactly personally with Bucky. Like, sometimes, you know, it definitely seems like he was trying to help. When he didn't escape and he brought the car, maybe he's trying to maybe it's because he's trying to get rid of this whole super soldier thing. So he's like, I'm gonna need them, so I can't leave them just yet. So I'm gonna get rid of this. He got rid of the source and the creator of the super soldier serum, the new stuff, and now they have to deal with the remaining super soldiers. Like, we gotta find them. I want to help them out, something like that, maybe. But maybe that's the only reason he didn't leave. But like when he was kind of messing with Bucky, and then when Bucky had to pretend that he was still the Winter Soldier, and that he had him act as such. And then Bucky kind of went off on those guys on the whole bar, I think. He told Sam that it didn't take much for him to go back to his old ways or something like that. You kind of see Bucky kind of sort of losing it in a way, or dealing, like, there's so much frustration in Bucky right now, and dealing with the guilt of still having done what he done so many years ago. It was kind of, I mean, it was a great fight scene. Bucky was fantastic as usual, but it sucks also seeing him like that. Like, he didn't want to do that, really. So I don't know, but for some funny moments though, I did like whenever they brought the notebook to his attention. Sam had mentioned how it was Cap's journal, notebook, whatever. And then he brought up, what were they called? I forgot. Marvin Gaye. Just I like the little interaction between Sam and Bucky at that. And then when Zemo, I didn't quite catch what he was saying. I think I was talking over it, so apologies on that one. But when he's like, Bucky's like, I was into 40s music, so you didn't like it? I just like, I liked it, man. Just relax. Bucky, Sam, what the heck? I think he's still. I don't know if that was him comparing him to Cap or to Steve for a second there. Bucky kind of seemed to have a little. I don't know if he was just more annoyed with just Sam, or maybe he had took issue with him kind of comparing to Steve for a second. But freaking Zemo kind of acting all chummy is like, it's a masterpiece, James. It completely captures the African American experience. Like, maybe sit this one out, buddy. But his brother's great. Gotta love Resnick. So I think that's it for this week's episode of The Winter Soldier. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you want to stick around or if you want to check out more of our catch-up series, go and check out our Patreon. Hopefully planning to put up more shows on that soon. Really working on it, guys. Sorry, taking so long. But yeah, thanks again for watching.